Welcome back to taking photos of extremely small men who are actually statues and are actually several meters tall, Korea. That was a terrible intro, but I'm gonna go with it anyway because, I don't know. Let's just advance the dialogue. It's almost time for the trolley bus to get here. Let's head over to the stop. Sounds good. She takes me by the hand and leads me back. Once at the stop, it's only a short 5-minute wait for the trolley bus. It's the same one from this morning, much to my chagrin, whatever that word is. But it looks like our seat from this morning is already taken, thankfully. Maybe I can get a seat that doesn't offer a free spring colonoscopy this time. I love the dialogue word choices in this game. We sit down, and the trolley of death begins heading home. I hope you had a good time today. Monsadai isn't always an easy tour for Americans. It was okay. A lot of the art was nice. And I appreciate those two guards not having itchy trigger fingers. If you like, I can get you in contact with the Italian company that Matsuda works through to sell the art pieces. I couldn't have just paid one of the artists there? No, their work and thus the profits belong to the state. That explains so much. Jong nods at this. And again, within 10 minutes, she's sleeping on my shoulder. I'm too worried to sleep as I sit here trying to figure out the best possible escape route. In case we hit a pothole and the trolley bus flips over. Oh, I thought we were talking about escaping North Korea, because... I may have learned more than I ever wanted to about Korea, though, through art today. It makes me a bit uncomfortable. What have I gotten myself into? Once we get to out stop, I gently nudge Jong awake. Thanks for today, Jong. I like touring with you. I enjoyed it as well. Shall we go inside and tell Yunji all about it? Guess we have no choice. Let's go in. This'll be fun. Third night here. The second after having been out all day with one of my chaperones. Or hostesses. Girlfriends? Maybe. They seem intent on keeping me to themselves. Are they hoping to keep me here in Korea, or are they hoping I'll sneak them into? Or onto, I don't know. Neither seems very likely. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Perhaps grabbing hands, calling outings, dates, and falling asleep on foreign men is custom here. Yeah, I'm not overthinking things. Speaking of thoughts, I think mine are about to be interrupted. Is our living room more than comfortable than my bed? Loaded question, but I assume you mean it as an innocent one. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I came to see if you were busy this evening. Seeing as the Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining to soldiers what I'm doing out on the street at night, without getting killed or arrested, I'd say my agenda is pretty clear. It's not always like this. I'm sure at some point we can go somewhere in the evening. I hope so. Anyway, did you have something in mind for this evening? Yes, I was hoping you would help Yunji with her English tonight. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun! I can't wait for all the English! She really needs help as much as possible, and for some reason she doesn't do well learning under my guidance. I think maybe having a cute American man might help her. Not sure what being cute has to do with it, but I'm glad to hear I'm not the ugly American. Wait, she's talking about me? Wow, I feel so touched. I would say something in Japanese like arigato, Jongo Nee-chan, but they would probably look at that in bad ways, so, Well, Yunji has taken a liking to you. She's just never been good with her feelings. Color me 50 shades of not surprised. When she was 13, a boy who had a crush on Yunji actually got the nerve to confess to her. She actually liked him as well. So they dated? Well, no. She didn't know how to handle the sudden confession, and she ended up shooting him. Oh my god! Wow! Pellet gun? Why the hell did she have one on her in the first place? I mean, do kids here just carry those to class? We prefer our students to carry 9mm compacts. He confessed to her at the small arms practice range. Sure he was in love and not depressed? Seems like a suicide attempt was made there. Don't be mean. My sister has her faults, but she can be sweet. And is certainly not bereft of womanly charms. I suppose that's true. She's cute in her own way. Anyway, I would like for you to help her with your English after dinner. I'll have everything you need ready. Fair enough, I did promise to help her after all. Anyway, maybe I'll finally get some respect as her teacher. You probably shouldn't put all your hopes into one basket for that idea. I'm not sure how, but you mixed up 2 old sayings and they actually made a pretty decent new one after that. Beginner's luck? Probably. Still, it was kind of cute. Easy there, you're supposed to be flirting with Yoonji tonight. I thought I was teaching her, not flirting with her. There's a difference? A pretty clear one. Maybe one day you will understand. Don't put all your hopes in one basket! So mean. I'll have Yoonji waiting and ready after dinner for your tutoring. She walks to the room she's sharing with Yoonji, but I'm pretty sure I saw her turn back and wink at me. Teaching Yoonji English. This should be interesting. Of course, giving a loaded gun to a gorilla can be interesting too. And at least he'd have a fighting chance that time. Better take a quick nap before marching into this battle. Thanks for the meal, Yoonji. Again, you've outdone yourself. Best meal I've had in Korea yet. Oh, she looks so adorable. She just needs some head pats. I don't know. Future Sean, I don't know. Future Sean, give Yoonji a head pat. I command you. Well, of course. I've been trained in the culinary arts, so it's the least I could do. Think nothing of it. Look at you getting all bashful with the Americans' praise. Oh, my cursor fell out of the... Yuji's cheeks glow red. It's pretty cute. I may have to praise her more if that's what the reaction it gets. I am not. He just took me by surprise with his compliments, that's all. You are such a terrible liar. Can I ask you for a favor, Sean? She winks, obviously. Of course, you've been such a gracious hostess. What can I do? Can you clean up the table and wash the dishes tonight while I prepare Yoonji for your event this evening? I'd hardly call what we're doing an event, but sure, I'd be glad to clean up. But what's going on? What do you think you're preparing for me? You're going to spend some one-on-one time alone in your bedroom with our guest. What? I'm not ready for that sort of thing. That's way too sudden. You're setting this up, John? Here's part of the misunderstanding where you say, but if it's sex with Sean, I wouldn't mind. Right, if it's sex with hey, stop tricking me! Now's about the perfect time for you to fulfill another tsundere trope. Who's running this operation here? I think Jong is. Anyway, dirty as your minds might be, that's not even close to what we're doing. You're thinking of something perverted right now, aren't you? I'm under assault from both sides now. Admit it! Pervert! If I don't admit, you must be acquit. Okay, no way am I spending any time alone in my bedroom with this creep. You'll be fine, Yoonji. I think you've had some more martial arts training than him anyway. How do you know I didn't have a part-time job as a dojo floor sweeper? Where the Saifu adopted me as his only child and taught me the ways of the Taekwon leap. Because you live in America, homeless slackers who bum on the beach while not sleeping. Everyone knows Americans are fat, lazy bums. Well, this American might be, but that doesn't mean all Americans are. Fortunately, I am not. Anyway, I'm going to help you learn English tonight. Him teach me English? But no buts about it. I'll meet you in your room in 5 minutes. Sister, you must learn English to advance in the People's Army, and our guest is going to help you. I'd rather have the sex. At least it'll be over in 2 minutes. English takes forever. I think I can last a little longer than 2 minutes. Both of you hush and go to Yoonji's room, and leave the door open. This is getting really freaking awkward! I swear, if I hear you complaining, Yoonji, you're doing strip English lessons. Okay, I swear you guys are being more perverted about this than me. If you had told me it was on the table, I'd rather offer my services sooner. Let's just get this over with. With that, she forcibly grabs my hand and drags me back to her bedroom. She also defiantly slams the door shut and locks it behind her. Honestly, my sister can be such an instigator. Just to make sure, we are practicing English and not having sex, right? Yes, we are just studying English. Here's the book we work from. She hands me a bright yellow paperback book. On the front, the title reads, How to Sound Like a Dumb American. Well, that's a good sign. Let's check the copyright date. 1987. Great, it's only 3 decades out of date, so I guess that's progress. I sit next to her in bed and flip open the bookmark page. How about reading this sentence for a start? Hello, everybody. We should go to the discotheque to dance together. This image is almost as awkward as Yoonji's pronunciation. I'm not even certain where to begin. I'd like to blame it on the book, but your pronunciation is atrocious. English is so hard. Why do I need to learn it anyway? I'm not sure. Junk said you needed to have it to advance in your military. I don't want to advance to that position. What position is that? That information is classified. I'm not able to share it with you. Great. Well, don't worry about my paranoia and concentrate to making an S sound like I skipped dialogue there. Oh well. Evil bastard Ronald Reagan destroyed wimpy Walter Mundo in the election. Uh-oh. Look closer at that last word. That's not an L, but R, but an L. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. You mean an erection? Yes. I mean, no, but yes. The word is election, not erection. They are two completely different things. What are they then? An election is when the population of a place votes for its political leaders. Oh, we do that. The DPRK holds elections? Of course, we elect our representatives to the Supreme People's Assembly. I honestly did not expect that. How does that even work here? Well, the Supreme People's Assembly has 687 seats and everyone over 17 can vote. That's pretty impressive. Who runs in the elections? Every person who wants to run has to apply at the Democratic Front for the reunification of the fatherland, and they can approve or deny their application to be on the ballot. Then people get to go to the election place to vote for the one candidate the Democratic Front has selected to run for office that year. If you don't want to vote for them, you can go to a special booth with windows where you can cross out their name. Somehow, that's how I expected it to work. What party is in power now? The Workers' Party has 607 seats, and they're in alliance with the Social Democrats, who hold 50 seats. So, of the 687 seats, 657 are held by one party, essentially. Well, at least you probably don't have so many political ads on TV. Anyway, you never answered my question. What is an erection? Well, how about I show you? No, we're not doing that. Why don't you ask your sister or something? It means standing upright, okay? You said you would teach me English. Tell me. I really don't think I should. In-game, Sean. You know what that means. It just means standing upright. It just gets used in a lot of innuendos. Tell me now. It's like something people have sometimes. You can't get one. Why not? It just doesn't work that way. Usually. Let's just focus on speaking in English for just now. No! I want erection too! 2? Are you being a bad influence, Sean? No, you can't have one! Wait, Junk, were you spying on us? Absolutely, you two are a riot. You had enough If you have enough time to listen in on us, then you must have had enough time to help me train her in English. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Considering Yunji needs all the help she can get, yes, I would. No, really, it's okay. Let's just stop and go to bed. Nope, not going there. Read the next sentence. There is only one true Korea. We must crush the opposition. I forgot what that word was. I don't think Americans would say such a thing. One reader is way cooler than the Sean. Worse and worse. I'm not even sure how to begin correcting you. Though, to be fair, given my track record, I wouldn't be surprised if the one leader is cooler than me. That's what her last teacher said. He didn't last long. I think you really need a speech therapist as well as an intensive training in remedial English before tackling this book of absurdities. Remedial? This book is the remedial English book for Korea. The normal English book is much harder. Maybe instead of a book with complete sentences, you should have started with phonics or something more basic. You don't happen to have any of those learning letter leaders around here, would you? I do not know what those are. Are there these cute people made out of letters that they usually have things that try to start with their letter? Yeah, like Mr. M with a munchy mouth! I remember that from kindergarten! Wow! I cannot believe I just remember that. And Mr. P was like with patches, and of course all the vowels were females, so you could tell the difference between a vowel and a consonant, and... Let's just keep going. Like, Mr. A would have an apple and alligator, or Mrs. J would have juice and jam. It's Mr. J, you jumbo jerk! Why did I find that so funny? I don't even know where I'm going with this now. I think we have something like that. They were what you call flashing cards. Let me look in my closet. Yuji goes to her closet, kneels down, and starts rummaging through. She also starts tossing things out behind her into the room, which is when I finally realize it's a huge mess. She has things scattered all over the place, various plans and charts all covered by food wrappers. Her pellet guns are haphazardly thrown about the room as well. And her clothes, her uniform is on her chair, socks hang all over the place. And I think it's a pair of her panties hanging from the lampshade. I nudge Jong and point in that direction. Pretty certain that's a fire hazard over there. Sweet Yunji, you're such a slob. I just cleaned this room. Now it looks like an American HVA rocket hit it, and you've got your dirty underwear hanging from a lamp. And like a scared cat, Yunji yelps and beelines it for the lamp, snatching her underwear. Jong, why are you pointing out my unmentionables to him? Actually, he pointed them out to me. And here's where I die. How could you? How could I what? How could you just casually point out your panties? It just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it? Aren't you embarrassed to say that word? Or to see a pair of them out in the open? Have you no shame? Just about everyone wears underwear. Or panties. I think the British call them pants, which just causes confusion with us Americans. But it's a dirty word! No, it isn't. Sure, some people feel uncomfortable saying it, but it's not a curse word or anything. I told you so, sister. I don't believe you both. Neither of you have any shame at all. Because of our ability to say the word panties? Okay, stop that. Stop saying what? Panties? Yes, cut that out. Or what? Panties, 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 pink panties, purple panties, striped across your butt panties. We all love panties. Okay, well, there's your audio clip for today. That's going up on Tumblr. And Jong says I'm a child. Actually, children love saying words they think are dirty, even if they aren't. You should really try it out. Never. And there's nothing you can do to make me. Tell you what, if you could say panties in English clearly just once, we'll stop the lesson for the night. Oh, boy! I don't think so. Where's the book? It's gone. While you were arguing, a snipe came and took it. The snipe! The snipe came and took it. Snipe hunt! Did this come out after Up or something? I don't know. I think it did, actually. I don't know. I'm not falling for that again. Jung hid it somewhere. Yes, and you can have it back if you can say panties in English clearly. You're supposed to be the sweet one! Only to Sean. I still get to be your teasing older sister to you. This is so not fair! A wise man once said life is not fair. There are no wise men, but indulge me. Who said it? Some wise guy. Who knows? The point is, life is not fair, and if you want the lesson to end your book back, you have to say panties in English once, clearly. Panties. Sorry, I couldn't make that out. What was that? Panties. You'll need to be louder than that. Panties, 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 panties. Can I go now? Nope, sorry, you haven't said it yet. I just said it 6 times, but not clearly. Your S at the end came out sh. I'm afraid he's right, sister. You'll need to try harder. I hate you both. No, you don't. Now, come on, you can do it. Yuji takes a brief breath and then slowly speaks. Panties. Should I put that up on Tumblr too? I feel like I should. You made E.T. proud, but you did it. Who is this E.T. and why would he be proud? Space alien, long neck, big eyes, likes to eat peanut butter and candies, terrible English. Sounds like you, Yunji. Oh my god, I'm laughing way too much at this. I'm enjoying this way more than I thought I would. Shut up and give me my book back. Look under the pile of clothes over there. You buried it looking for the flashcards. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Did you find them? Yes, but the lesson is over, so we don't need them. Can I see them anyway? She pulls them out of her pocket and throws them at my forehead. Naturally, I catch the box of cards. Knock yourself out before I do. I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight. Be nice, sister. But anyway, let's look at these flashcards. Pull out the cards. They're cheaply made and fairly worn, but the pictures are accessible. Looks like they were put back in the box in alphabetical order. Mr. A is flying an airplane. Mr. B is holding a bomb. Miss C has chemical weapons and Mr. D has a dagger. Mr. D. I'm sorry. I know this is supposed to be a serious moment, but these cards are fairly violent. Flamethrower, grenade, judo, machete, shotgun. Most of these cards have the letter person holding a weapon or fighting. What kind of fucked up deck of flashcard letters is this? Call me crazy, but I don't think the International Parenthood Association approved the writing of these. Is that the United States under a nuking on the U card? Oopsie, forgot about that one. No wonder we were told not to show these to outsiders. Yes, it's been so long I've forgotten as well. You guys really like to indoctrinate your kids to hate us really young, don't you? It's honestly not like that. Not anymore, really. The printing company mysteriously went out of business years after issuing these. No one has stepped in to print new ones, so we use what we have. Oh, okay. Silence ensues, and not comfortably. It takes a good 10 minutes before I break it. I think I'm gonna hit the sack. Yes, it is pretty late. I shall hit my sack as well. Let's work on your idioms sometime. Think of where you want to go tomorrow. See you in the morning. Sleep well. I hear them bickering softly as I leave, but I'm too exhausted to strain myself to listen. Tonight was really, really weird. Scary weird. The girls seem nice, but from the past few days I get a real sense that I'm not really welcome in this country. I really need to stay on my toes and get through this trip and just get home. And that's what I think we'll call it, because, well, you'll see next time.